Sing button. You know, the problem with that is all the smells and all the sweat from your body is exposed to your customers, and you don't want that. So you're dressed very nicely, and I'm very happy to see the closed-in shoes. We'll just look after the hair when it. You don't need to worry today because you're not going to be, for now, because you're not working with food or drink, but in future. Everyone right with that? Are you right with that? Very good. Okay, the second thing is, whether it be, these are called waiters' stations, or the place where the waiters wait and keep an eye on their customers, their own station. Some waiters share the station. You can sometimes have two waiters on one station. So we're going to have to work out a roster. An entree is like the beginning course, the introduction, the one that gets your palate ready for the heavy meal that is to come. So it's always a light food that gets your taste buds and your digestive system ready for the next meal, which is heavier. So we won't go into detail on that today, as long as today you know what it looks like and what it's used for writing your orders, and that you will keep this waiter station clean and stocked with all the things you need. If it gets dirty, just use, this is a sanitizer. A sanitizer is something that kills germs. It not only cleans, but it also kills germs. Some things just clean. This just cleans. So you can clean the surface, but the germs won't be killed. You'll have washed off it'll look clean, but this is the one, this clear one, that will actually kill germs. So this is your friend, your sanitizer. So whenever you're thinking, I've cleaned the benches, but are they germ-free? You want to clean them very hard with this one. You will spray this on. Use one of these, then we call them Chuck's cloths, because that's the name of the brand. Where is it? Chuck's cloth. You will wet it and then just go ahead with your cloth, squirt it on your bench, and then wipe it nice and clean. So every time you notice your waiter station's not clean, your customer table's not clean, perhaps the bar surface is not clean, you will use your sanitizer and a damp Chucks. Do you want to follow me with that? Okay.
那刚刚拿的那一瓶白色的是专门杀菌的，有杀菌功能的。粉红色的那一瓶可以清理，但是没办法杀菌。
The ones that blow a lot of hot air is people don't wait till their hands are actually dry. They get sick of waiting. Make sure you've washed them. Take at least, I always say, sing happy birthday to yourself. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday dear Therese, happy birthday to you. And even do it twice, so that you've really given it a good scrub in the fingers and up the hand, and that you dry them effectively. If they don't dry under the air dryer, or if you're too impatient to wait, use the paper towel, but get them dry as well, because the germs love moisture. Thank you. Chef, would you like to take over?
Yep, done. Just have to show the exits.
Yeah, we've done that. Oh, well, in this area, not in the kitchen. I just talked about here, there's a fire, and the threats there will go there, the threats there will go there. Yeah.
So assembly points and all that stuff.
I'm sorry?
Assembly points.
Out in the light, yeah.
I'll be taking you, lucky for me. Okay, there's a couple of safety issues that we need to take care of, and I know that Therese has already been through a couple of the issues, which include, obviously, hair. Now, has Therese shown you the hair nets that we're going to be wearing? Okay, good. What we'll do when we go in the kitchen, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, we have a very similar process for the front of house as we do back of house, particularly if there's a fire. Alright? So, what we'll do now is we'll go through to the kitchen. I'll take you on a quick tour of the kitchen and identify some dangerous areas that we need to be especially vigilant of so that we don't get hurt. Alright, now does anyone know in the kitchen what parts are going to be very dangerous? How about the oven? Is the oven going to be dangerous?
Yes.
Yes. The oven's at 180 degrees Celsius, which is very hot. Now, if we touch any parts of the oven while it's at 180 degrees, what's going to happen? We're going to get burnt. Alright? So we need to be very careful around the oven, and we've got to make sure that we don't push or put anyone in a situation where they might fall or slip or trip into the oven. Okay?
You can use that, if you're putting it on the side of the glass, so you've already got that ready to go. So you're not having to fuss around trying to get the garnishes ready. So you'll have a whole, we'll fill up one of those with the oranges. We'll just put in here too, and we'll use these when we do mojitos. Mojitos being a cocktail that we smash in our cocktail shaker, and we actually, the fruit is part of the drink. Usually when you make a cocktail or a mocktail, you try to leave behind the ice or the fruit that you've used, but not all drinks. Every now and then you have one we call muddled, and that's one where we deliberately leave the fruit in, smash it up, and it's part of our drink. We mightn't get time to make one of them today, but I will teach you those so that you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so we've made some garnishes. Now we'll need some pineapple garnish. This is for our big tropical drinks like pina colada, where you want pieces of pineapple on the side. Now with these ones, I just do 1 or 2 big wheels. Because you don't have a lot of those in a restaurant sold, you have a few. Then I just chop it in half, rather like a cake. You know when you go half, half and half and half till you get down to a shape like that. Put a slit in it, and again it'll sit on the side of the glass. Okay? So make sure you've got a few of those. Again, put this ready to go, so you don't get held up when you're making your drinks. Right, so we've got our limes, lemons, oranges, now we've got pineapple, and we also have strawberries, which you will wash. Take the green bits off, and you can either put them on whole, or sometimes, if they're really, some of them are really big, look at that one. That's a bit too big to sit on the side of the glass, so in that case you just cut it in half and then, like this one you could sit on a glass, just put a slit in the bottom. Our poor little glass is getting a bit crowded. They look nice, particularly on the side of a sparkling wine, you know, like a champagne or any other sparkling wine. People like to have strawberries with them. And these ones are called just glacé cherries. They're not real cherries, they're like pretend cherries. They come in handy if you haven't got anything red, there's no strawberries in season, or they're really, and they can be very expensive, or they're just not available, and you still want something to sit on the side of your cocktail. Just again, put a little slit in the bottom. and put some of them into, you haven't got them in another tray, to put another tray of them. So you'll have orange wheels, and orange halves, lemon wheels, lemon halves, lime wheels, lime halves, lime chunks, pineapple, cherries and strawberries, and they're our basics. We also have mint leaves, because mint leaves are one of the ingredients in those mojitos I told you about when you do your muddling or your mashing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is actually let you have a turn at, I don't know if I should trust you cutting, maybe I'll cut the lemons and you can just make the drinks and put your lemon wheels on the side, or to decorate it. So what you're going to start with is we're going to go in behind the bar, wash our hands, and then we're going to get out highballs. So you'll go in, wash your hands, everyone will get a highball. Then you will put a scoop of ice into your drink, like about 3 little cubes of ice is enough. Don't fill your whole glass up, because the customer doesn't want lots and lots of ice. They just want a little bit to keep it cool. So you'll go glass plus ice plus your ingredients. Now your ingredients are a few drops of bitters, and I'll go and get the bottle so you can see what that looks like, so you won't get confused.